10 years' time, I want to play for England's first team.
My name is Xander and I want to play for the Newcastle first team.
My name is Gray and I want to win a Ballon d'Or.
At the Know-How Soccer Under-10s tournament in Malta, some of the brightest young stars from across Europe come to play. This year's tournament features Benfica and Newcastle United amongst a host of other clubs from across the continent. The youngsters playing here will hope to be stars of the professional football stage in 10 years' time. But what does their future look like? What challenges will they face? And how will the techniques for developing young talent change in the next 10 years? Tournaments like the KHS Cup are getting more and more popular, allowing young players to enhance their development by taking on teams from different countries in an unfamiliar location.
Over the 4 years, we've brought all the clubs around the world, the top European academies, Manchester United, Liverpool, Aston Villa, we have Newcastle here, Juventus, Inter, the Benfica, Porto. We have teams from Australia, from Canada. We had the academy from Brazil just last month.
It's been a pleasure for Benfica to be here in Malta. It's very important for the development of my players because it's different from Portugal. The pitch, the hotel, the rooms, it's very good for the development of my players.
Just watching Benfica prepare, it's clear they mean business. But what are the European giants focusing on when developing their players of the future?
In this age, the priority of Benfica, it's technical. 1v1, dribble games, it's very important because it's important in the senior football. Psychology, the resilient player, it's very important in this moment in the football, the resilient player. To fight, to pushing, it's important. Former players like Ruben Dias, Bernardo Silva, João Félix, it's very important because it's a reference for these kids.
For Newcastle United, the excitement of being here is real.
If you're not hard working on the pitch, who's going to end up winning the thing? Opposite, yeah, the opposition.
It's absolutely amazing for them. I mean, they've talked about it for a while. Once we told them that they were coming, they've been so excited. But like at the end of the day, they're 9-year-old kids, and how many 9-year-old kids get the opportunity to stay in a top hotel and get on a plane and come and play with in a different culture in front of the atmosphere and the environment that we've got. It's really good.
I'm Jake, and in 10 years' time, I want to play for Newcastle first team.
My name is Adam. In 10 years, I want to play for Morocco's first team.
The tournament is full of incredible moments and astounding technique, with a lot of it caught on camera. Technology is having more of an involvement in how the players of the future are monitored, coached and developed.
Technological side of things has really grown over the recent years. We're seeing more and more games filmed. We're really fortunate that the hosts here have filmed our games and we'll be able to take those home and not so much analyse them at these youngest age groups. At the youngest age groups, what we try and do is celebrate magic moments. So we would try and pick out highlights and look at what the kids are doing brilliantly well. They're very, very young. Again, the focus for us would be love of the game. Really difficult to fall in love with the game if you're constantly being told what you could do better.
These kids play football with a smile. No data, no EA, no biometrics. It's important to put a smile in these kids and go for the pitch, 1v1, shooting to the goal and celebrate the goal. It's important.
But in the age of immediacy, data and social media, could demand for player statistics at younger and younger ages grow as we look to the future?
I think that pressure is probably coming in the sense that everything's available at the click of a button, everything's instant. My question would be, well, what good is that actually doing to the young player? I think there's also a real danger that young people these days, with social media and access to all of their, whether it's data or it's video, as the cheers go off behind me, I think it's really important that they don't almost kind of play the game for the image. You've got to play the game for the love of the game, and if the camera's on, then the camera's on. If the camera's off, you still play the game the same way. Different
things like Facebook and Instagram, and it's a lot to do with parents as well, wanting to show how good the kids are. At the end of the day, they're human beings, they're just young boys at the end of the day, who are trying to play football, and I think a little bit too much exposure for me at a young, tender age. I think they should just be allowed to play football, enjoy themselves, and progress naturally.
My name's Frankie, and in 10 years' time I want to be a left winger for England.
Oh, I forgot what I was going to say.
That's all right.
My name's Jude, and in 10 years' time I want to be a professional football player.
My name's Charlie, and in 10 years I want to be a professional footballer.
Responsibility for the care of young players of the future also lies with parents and families, just as it always has, with mums and dads watching on dutifully at the tournament.
I'm so glad to be here because he's just doing amazing things with these kids. My son's Charlie Redfern. He's here representing Newcastle United today. The kids are living the dream at this age. I mean, they're 9-year-old. There's millions of kids out there want to be in the position that they're in. Yeah, I would like to see him take it as far as he can possibly take it. And it is what it is. If it doesn't get as far as he hopes and dreams, that's fair enough. But I just want them to enjoy the ride and make sure it's all fun, and he enjoys it and he learns a lot, and he builds bonds and he has friends along the way, and that's all that really matters, really.
The tournament is covered significantly by scouts and coaches hoping to spot next-gen talent. But what kind of profiles are being looked at in young players now? And how may that influence the superstars that may emerge in 10 years' time?
The first thing that we see when we watch a game is without the ball, how they organize. And from what I see so far, number 7 of Benfica is a player that stands out the most. Why? Because he receives under pressure, he's very positive, and the scanning before receiving, scanning when his teammate is going up, scanning when they are defending, the communication, positive body language. Look at the first touch, always positive, going forward. He's that kind of player that can make his teammates look better, and he has the potential to make it.
My name's Rudy, and in 10 years' time I want to play like Jude Bellingham for England.
My name's Ralph, and I want to play for England at St James's Park.
Sportsmanship and how a young player conducts himself on and off the pitch are seen as paramount to success. In the final of the tournament, an unstoppable Benfica winner clinches the trophy. But players are quick to console their opponents from Newcastle.
For me, these kids, these 11 kids, I hope so, in 10 years to the first team. It's my objective, it's the principal objective of Benfica. It's former kids for the first team.
You need a bit of a crystal ball, I guess, to work out what their future looks like. And children of the future and the ones who change the game of the future are going to be skillful, they're going to be spirited. People tune into football to be entertained and to get on the edge of the seat and to be excited. And we want creative, exciting players. Surely that's what's going to keep people turned on to football and tuning in. So yeah, certainly we'll do our best to try and create exciting, different, unique, creative, whatever words you want to call it, footballers of the future.